The Zandor Chronicles. Book 1, Awakening. Chapter 2, Scene 5, The First Descent. The greatest victories are won before a single weapon is fired. They begin the moment fear convinces your enemy that resistance is already futile. Dominion Military Doctrine.
The Frontier. Archives. Recovered audio log. Entry 002. When the sky fell silent. Access granted. Initializing historical reconstruction.
Every civilization leaves behind a story. Some become legends, others become forgotten archives. This is one of them. The Frontier Archives Entry 002. When the sky fell silent. Silence. The valley had known many sounds throughout its long history. The songs of crystal birds greeting the dawn, the laughter of children racing across wooden bridges, the whispers of the wind as it danced through the crystal forests. But never silence. It settled over Kheros like an unseen shadow. Even the great crystal trees stood motionless, as though the world itself had stopped breathing.
Why is everything so quiet?
I don't know.
Zandor knew, not because he had seen this before, because he had survived it. Silence always came first. War followed. The wooden cups resting upon the dinner tables began to tremble. Tiny ripples spread across bowls of water. Dust fell from the rooftops. Not enough for panic, just enough to make people stop what they were doing.
Causing this?
Zandor slowly looked upward.
They're entering the atmosphere.
Nobody understood what he meant. The Ashari had no word for orbit, no word for spacecraft, no word for invasion. There had never been a need. Children instinctively covered their ears. Dogs began barking. The crystal lanterns hanging throughout the village flickered violently.
Is it thunder?
Zandor's answer came without hesitation.
No. The mountains echoed, not with nature, with engines, thousands of engines.
Then they appeared. At first, only tiny black shapes against the clouds, too distant to understand, too large to ignore. 1 became 10, 10 became 50, 50 became hundreds. Dark silhouettes descending through crimson clouds in perfect formation. The sky itself seemed alive.
What are they?
Nobody answered. Zandor watched in silence. He counted automatically. Old habits, landing craft, escort fighters, heavy transports, armored carriers. This wasn't an expedition. It was an occupation.
They brought an army.
At the same time aboard the flagship.
Status.
Landing fleet deployed. Estimated surface arrival. 3 minutes.
Vorak nodded once. His gaze never left the holographic image of Kheros.
Open a channel.
To the local population.
To whoever still remembers what civilization once looked like.
Across the entire valley, every crystal, every forgotten ruin, every ancient stone began resonating with the same impossible frequency, as though something sleeping beneath Kheros had just heard its name. Zandor looked toward the ancient ruins, then toward the descending fleet. For the first time, he asked himself a question that would haunt him for years. Were they invading Kheros, or answering a call? Until next time, keep looking toward the stars. You never know who might be looking back. Scene 6, a world that does not understand war. The cruelest burden carried by a guardian is not the battle itself. It is convincing those who have never known violence that danger is real. Frontier, Peacekeeper Doctrine. The first Dominion dropships were still hidden above the clouds. Their engines echoed across the valley like distant thunder. To Zandor, the sound was unmistakable. He had heard it before, on worlds whose names no longer existed. He had heard it before cities burned, before families disappeared, before history forgot them.
Karam!
The elderly Ashari turned immediately. The smile disappeared from his face the moment he saw Zandor's expression.
What has happened?
We have to move everyone.
Karam looked around the peaceful village. Children played, families laughed. Nothing seemed wrong.
Move them. Why?
Because we're out of time.
Those words carried no meaning for the Ashari. Time had always been measured in seasons, harvests, festivals, not seconds before an invasion.
You speak of danger, but where is it?
Zandor pointed toward the clouds.
Up there.
The elder looked. He saw only darkness.
I see only the sky.
So did everyone else, until it was too late.
Silence settled between them. More villagers gathered, curious, concerned, no one frightened, not yet.
Sky Guardian, please tell us what you see.
Zandor took a slow breath. How do you explain war to people who have never imagined it?
There are people coming.
Travelers.
No.
Merchants.
No.
Pilgrims.
Zandor slowly shook his head.
They're soldiers.
The villagers looked at one another, confused.
What is a soldier?
The question struck him harder than any weapon. What is a soldier? To the Ashari. There was no answer. Their language held no such word, because no generation before them had ever needed one.
A soldier is someone who forgets there are children on the other side.
Kyle frowned.
Why would anyone do that?
Zandor opened his mouth, then closed it again, because there was no answer a child should have to hear.
I don't know.
It was the first lie Zandor had spoken since arriving on Kheros. He knew exactly why. Power, fear, greed, pride. He had watched all of them destroy civilizations, but Kale deserved one more minute of innocence. Same time aboard the flagship.
Commander,
Yes, General.
inform the fleet.
A pause.
No weapons.
Commander Rexus hesitated.
Sir?
If we fire first, history will remember us as conquerors.
Another pause.
I prefer liberators.
The bridge fell silent. Even seasoned officers seemed uncertain how to respond. Far below, the people of Kheros still had one chance, not to win, only to survive. For the first time they saw them. The Zandor Chronicles. Book 1, Awakening. Chapter 2, Scene 7, The First Meeting. The greatest wars are not fought between good and evil. They are fought between two people who both believe they are saving the future. Frontier Archives, Volume 12. The first dropship emerged from the clouds. Unlike the massive warships above, this vessel descended with deliberate precision. Its engines barely disturbed the air. Its black hull reflected no light. It did not arrive like an invading beast. It arrived like a verdict. The villagers watched in silence. No one ran, no one screamed. How could they? The Ashari had never seen a machine capable of flight. To many, it looked like a god descending from the heavens.
It's beautiful.
No.
Without taking his eyes off the descending craft, he stepped in front of the gathered villagers. Instinct. The movement of a man who had protected others for most of his life. The dropship touched the ground with impossible grace. Not a crash, not a landing, a calculated arrival. Dust rolled across the village square. Lanterns flickered. The crystal trees sang a strange, dissonant note. Then, silence. Hydraulic locks release. A ramp slowly lowers. Nobody moved. Out of the darkness, a single figure stepped forward, tall, encased in black ceremonial armor. His crimson visor reflected the frightened faces before him. Unlike his soldiers, he carried no weapon in his hands. His confidence was weapon enough.
Who among you speaks speaks for this world.
The villagers looked at one another. No one answered. Zandor stepped forward.
I do.
Vorak studied him for several silent seconds. Not the villagers, not the surroundings, only Zandor.
You are not one of them.
No,
You've seen war.
I've survived it.
A long silence. Something shifted between them. Neither man recognized the other, yet both immediately understood one truth. They were speaking to someone who carried the same burden.
You know why we're here.
I know you're making a mistake.
Vorak slowly shook his head.
No, we are correcting one.
These people have done nothing.
I agree.
The answer surprised everyone, even Zandor.
They are innocent. But innocence does not change history.
It should.
Vorak looked toward the crystal forests, almost admiring them.
I once believed that.
The words were spoken so quietly that only Zandor truly heard them. For the briefest moment, the commander of the Dominion did not look like a conqueror. He looked tired.
There is something beneath this world. It does not belong to your people.
Then leave.
Vorak turned his visor toward him.
I cannot.
Or you will not.
There is no difference.
Why are they arguing?
Because they both wish to save us, but only one still believes it can be done without war.
The old elder had spoken more truth than he realized.
This is your final opportunity. Surrender the vault.
I can't surrender something that doesn't belong to me.
No,
He looked toward the mountains.
it belongs to history.
A sharp electronic tone interrupts the silence. One of Dominion's officers rushes toward Vorak.
General, we've detected an energy surge beneath the northern ruins.
Vorak remained perfectly still.
So, it has awakened.
Neither Zandor nor the Ashari understood what those words meant. But somewhere beneath Kheros, something ancient had just answered. Scene 8, the first shot. History rarely remembers who fired the first shot. It remembers only that no one stopped the second. Frontier Archives, Military Analysis, Volume 4. For one impossible moment, the entire valley stood perfectly still. No soldier moved, no villager spoke. Even the Dominion Marines remained behind General Vorak, their weapons lowered. Hope, fragile and uncertain, still existed.
I do not seek your destruction.
Then leave.
Vorak's crimson visor reflected the faces of the Ashari, children, families, elders. For a fleeting moment, he hesitated.
I cannot.
What was that?
The earth trembles again, this time stronger. Tiny blue crystals embedded in the village pathways begin glowing, one by one, as if responding to an ancient heartbeat. The light spread beneath the village, flowing through the crystal roots, across the fields, into the mountains beyond. The entire valley was waking up.
General, massive energy spike detected. The vault is activating.
Vorak turned toward the northern mountains, not with triumph, with concern.
Impossible.
Far beneath Kheros, something ancient answered. A pillar of brilliant blue light erupted from the distant ruins, piercing the clouds and reaching into the heavens. Every Dominion sensor screamed. Every Ashari crystal began singing. Every person in the valley instinctively looked toward the sky.
It's beautiful.
No.
He knew enough about ancient technology to recognize one terrifying truth. Nothing should generate that much power.
Unknown energy locking onto our fleet.
General, we're being targeted.
Hold your fire.
But sir,
I said, hold your fire.
One frightened Dominion Marine saw the blue energy race beneath his feet. His weapon automatically identified it as an unknown hostile signature. Training overruled reason.
Contact!
A single pulse rifle discharged. Silence. The bolt struck an ancient crystal pillar standing beside the village square. Instead of shattering, the crystal absorbed the blast. For one heartbeat, nothing happened. Then the pillar exploded into blinding light. A shockwave swept across the valley. Lanterns shattered, windows burst, people were thrown to the ground. Dominion Marines lost their footing. Dropships rocked violently in the air. The first shot had not killed anyone, but it destroyed the last chance for peace.
Everyone down!
He threw himself toward Kyle and Luma as fragments of glowing crystal rained across the village.
Who fired?
the fleet believes we're under attack.
Countermand all weapons.
Too late. High above Kheros, hundreds of warships interpreted the energy surge as a planetary defense system. Automated combat protocols awakened, not because General Vorak ordered them, because machines do not hesitate.
Threat level increased. Defensive response authorized.
No.
The war had begun, not through hatred, not through ambition, but through fear. And fear had always been the deadliest weapon in the galaxy. This concludes Chapter 2, When the Sky Fell Silent. The peace of Kheros has been shattered. The first shot has been fired, and beneath the surface of an ancient world, something long forgotten has awakened. Thank you for listening. The story continues in Chapter 3, Fire from Heaven. Until then, keep looking toward the stars. You never know who might be looking back.